We can take questions now. Are those 180 questions enough for online round in placement? Yeah, see, the motive is not that you should not like just mug up those questions. The motive of those 180 questions is it covers all the concepts that can actually be asked in your interviews. So once you do those 180 questions, you can be very much assured that you will get through the interviews. That's it. Amazon referral, yeah, you can ping me on LinkedIn if I found your profile a good fit. Probably yes. Please suggest some projects. Yeah, I've been receiving this question about projects. Now if you're appearing for a software development engineer role, or let's say any SD roles, so it's highly preferable that you do a development project. Now when I say development project, so what does that mean? Development project basically means either a Node.js, Django or something. Now machine learning projects works fine, but then development projects have a better weight. Now it can be Node.js, it can be Django, it can be anything. Are those 8? Yeah, I answered that. Sir, how is Amazon? Yeah, Amazon is really cool. I think you'll enjoy it more than ever. It's really good. Like, we have a huge campus, we have a gaming arena which is greater than any of the, let's say, any of the world's city centers, malls. You can say how to master in code forces. I have an interview. Okay, I think it's coming on fast. I cannot see the questions. What's the salary bracket in FANG? So for Amazon it is around 3 million, yes, in India, and for other companies it's around, it varies, like it should be 2.5 million and 2.2 million, varies Indian currency. Do IITians get higher salary for same role, same company throughout the career? Kedar asks. So IITians get the same salary, but there are some companies which have this difference. So as I say, which company? So D Shaw gives you a better salary if you're an IITian, and gives you a lesser salary if you are in 3-tier college or a tier 2 college. I started CP 3 days back. I solved 3 questions in the last 0. See, yeah, you should continue. The CP is not something that you will be regularly successful. It's a kind of failure, success, failure, success. So keep on doing. Probably after 6 or 7 months, you will be consistent. Isn't an end-to-end ML project? As I said, every project is good, but then when you're interviewing for a SD role, let's say I'm interviewing you. Okay, so if I'm interviewing you for an SD role, so I will be probably an SD engineer, let's say software development engineer 2 or 3. So I will have a better knowledge of your development, right, rather than ML. So that is where you stand a bit more better than ML. So that is why development gets on, because when we hire, or when some company has, they will preferably take someone who has a development experience rather than an ML experience. How to practice problems? Guide. I have a guide. You can watch that video. Okay, so there's a question that coordination tower research pays really well, but what is the work-life balance? So coordination for the first 6 months is around, they don't, like, they have 6 days and work for a week. They don't give 2 days off as the other FANG companies, but then the work life is okay, but not that great. Like, they work around for 14 to 15 hours, and it's tough on them. I'm in 4th semester. Should I do CP or just DSA type questions? Say, CP is not something which you do for placements. Make this thing clear. Yeah, CP is not something which you do for placements. CP is something like what? It's for enjoyment. It's for learning. It's for practicing. It's for that's something different. Don't compare it to placements, right? If you do it for placements, you'll never succeed at CP. Do CP for fun. Do CP for learning. That's it. Are those 180 questions enough? Again, I will answer that yes, they are more than enough, because I am not saying you यार उसी से question आएंगे. I am saying there is an 80% probability that the questions might come from there, right? But when you do those 180 questions, because those cover every concept, and when the interview asks any other questions, you can easily answer that. That is what I am saying you. हिंदी बोल कर दिखाओ यार. हिंदी आती है मुझे, लेकिन मेरे काफ़ी क्राउड साउथ इंडिया से है, तो फिर मैं हिंदी नहीं बोल सकता. Media.net, CTC and base salary. CTC is around this much, and that's millions and millions, and base is around, the in-hand salary would be around 1 lakh something. Try DS. Yeah, you should do it, but that rarely people ask it, but you should do it. Get in slow, yeah, get in slow. I cannot even watch the questions. You are just throwing in questions so fast. Go in slow, go in a bit slow, guys. Okay, how? अरे यार दिख ही नहीं रहा मुझे तो. Do Amazon conduct aptitude round? See, Amazon in the hiring round, the first round is a coding challenge in which they will have MCQs, right? So they will have 30 MCQs. The MCQs will not be aptitude, it will be programming aptitude. Basically, they might give you something as stack and they say you that stack mein how many operations are there, or it might be something related to programming, like given a snippet of the code, what will be the output of the code, but not any aptitude thing. Aptitude comes in DShow and some other companies, but not in the Fang companies. I haven't seen Fang asking aptitude. Why, please talk about the projects. Yes, I did a project on web development, so I created a website. So what I did was basically a course from one of the sites, and then that course had a project. So I worked on that project. Basically, I followed the path with whatever they said, then I just implemented it, and as I said in the previous video, I prepared a script, and I was having the knowledge about the tech that I use and what questions can be asked, and on the basis of that I just went on. Does CGPA matter? Yeah, CGPA matters, but then it's like some of the companies like Goldman Sachs or Microsoft actually write it greater than equal to 7. Even actually Goldman Sachs writes it greater than equal to 8, but then what happens is in interview they actually take people greater than equal to 8. That has happened to me in Microsoft. And Amazon is greater than equal to 7, it's fine, but then probably not greater than 6. It should be greater than equal to 7. So try maintaining your CGPA around 8. That should be good. Like, it's not like that if you are having a CGPA of 9 they'll take it. That's not. I find the editorials on CF difficult. Yeah, so the best way is there's a channel known as Algopedia. He gets on the editorials, and you can just go through the comment section of the blog. Now over there, if you just post in that I haven't understood the editorial, there are a lot of people at CF who will help you out with a detailed description, so you can just go through that. यार भाई, it's going on super fast. Now what is this super chat, man? क्या है भाई? स्ट्राइवर की GF? अरे भाई साहब, ये सब क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछना चाहिए. How to start DP? Again, if you want to start DP, you have to be good at recursion, right? Now when I say you have to be good at recursion, I think you should do a lot of basic questions related to recursion, and after that you should do all the questions from GFG, basically the standard classical problem. You can check out my channel, I have all the classical questions around 10. Once you have done that, if you are planning for competitive programming, you can do the at code educational round 30 questions. Once you are done with that, you should get into code forces and do the dynamic programming blogs. That's it. Best DSA online course. Yeah, again, if I say something, it will be a promotion, but it's not a promotion. Honestly, I find GFG's DSSL online based course to be the best one because it has a lot of videos. Yeah, the course that is getting on viral on Telegram is not the exact course. It has just 50 videos, and in the original content, it has around, I guess, 200 plus videos. That is the best DSA course going around, without any doubt. If you take the self-paced course, I think it costs you around 2.5k bucks. So it's the best. Just a minute, yaar. How has lockdown affected your internship? Yeah, it has affected a bit. Like, the learning has gone down because what happened was, in office when we were interns, let's say we got stuck on something, so we could just approach the side desk as whenever we liked, and we just went to the side desk and asked those guys ki yaar how to do this. So they used to help us. But now in lockdown, you have to text them up, are you free for an conversation, and it depends when they get free, and it's sometimes you have to wait for 1 hour, probably someday for the next. So yeah, it affects. Probably work has gone down by 40 to 50%. Okay, I got 65% in 10th. Can I get selected? Depends. A lot of companies do not see it, so you just need to go to the career site and check out the minimum criteria. यार यार तुम लोग काफ़ी पोस्ट भेज रहे हो यार. Be it slow. I cannot see any questions because you are throwing it so. The name of the web dev course you did, I think it was a complete web developer bootcamp from Udemy. It's a cold steel course which is rated around 4.8, and it is one of the best going around. How is GFG Mun stack development? Yeah, it is actually taught by one of my friends who's currently, I think, working. He got an offer from DShow and Shopee. He's really good at web development, so you can try that one. That's good. How to study CS core subjects? Now see, if you want to study for semesters, and probably Ravindra Babu's lectures are good. Then for interviews, they don't ask such tougher questions. So you can just go through like the knowledge gate. Sanchit Jain, he teaches in Hindi. You can go through that. So it's more than enough for any of the interview going around. How do referrals work? Okay, so I'll talk about the Amazon referral, and most of the referrals also work in that way. So what happens is, let's say you see a job at jobs.amazon.com. So you're seeing a jobs at jobs.amazon.com. Now there's a job ID over there, right? Let's say it's 1234. So you take that job ID and ping one of the Amazon employees, ki, sir, please refer me to this job ID. Now if he finds you a fit, he'll drop your resume down in the referral. There is a referral website for the internal employees. So he drops your resume down over there. Correct. At the next step, internally the resume goes through, and if it matches the criteria, you get a mail from the Amazon. That's an automated mail. None of the HR sends you. It's a mail. It's a mail that, let's say I refer you, so it will be like Striver referred you for this role, job ID. Complete your application. You complete your application. After that, it might happen you get a coding test link. What happens is, after that, that profile gets to the recruiter, and if he finds you a good fit, he might get your resume up, and after that you will be given the coding test link. So in coding testing, you have to do all the coding questions and probably a bit of MCQs. So once you clear that coding test link, if you're appearing for internship, it will be two rounds of DS Algo, which projects they might ask. If you clear the coding down, right? If you do not clear the coding down, you are gone there, and you are like, you're not banned for 6 months, you can reappear. But if you clear the coding round, and if you miss you're rejected in the interviews, you're banned for 6 months. So after that, let's say you're appearing for the full time there, so there will be 4 rounds. So you go through those 4 rounds. It will be completely on DS Algo, core subjects, and your projects. These 3 are the key aspects, and they might ask you object oriented programming. So these 4 rounds you go through. Last round is the bar racer. If you clear that, you get the job offer. But if you are rejected at any portion, you're gone for 6 months. You cannot reappear. So that is how it happens. But for getting the coding test link, see, the employee's work is to refer you. After that, he's not responsible. As soon as you get the referral mail, employee's work is done. After that, recruiter's work is remaining. So that is how. GFG DSA course is enough. Yeah, it is. A lot of questions do not require any DS algo but pure logic. How to solve them? Probably if you are talking about interviews, so probably you have to know that logic. Otherwise, you'll not be able to do it. Right? You have to know that logic. And probably if for CPs, if for computer programming, you have to practice. A to OJ, how to? See, if you are new, you should start with 1300. If you are you can solve the 1300, you should do 1400. If you are able to solve 1400, do 1500. And if you are participating in contests and not able to do I think you should do a lot of virtual contests so that your speed gets up. How Tower and GS D-Shaw. Goldman Sachs doesn't offer a software development engineer. It's something else. I don't think it's an engineer role. It's something else. I don't remember the exact role. So yeah, it's good, but it's not a development role. It's something as an analyst role. So that is where a lot of people don't go to D-Shaw for that reason, because it's an analyst role. That is why I also didn't appear. D-Shaw is again very good. D-Shaw offers you a good package, but there's a biasing done in D-Shaw. Now in biasing, in the sense, what happens is they pay tier 1 colleges a bit more and tier 3 colleges a bit less, but then it's an excellent company to start off with, an US based startup with the office at Hyderabad, and the other company was Tower Research. So I have a lot of friends at Tower Research, and it's really good if you want to learn, but probably they are rescinding the office for the lockdown, so it's unfortunate. From where I should learn OOPS? From where should you learn OOPS? So OOPS, you can just YouTube it and you'll find a 1 hour video, right? The first link, whatever you get, you can just go through it, because there are a lot of videos in OOPS about in the YouTube. If you just go through the basic concept, they will never ask you to implement a lot of things. In SD interviews, they might ask you to implement the low level design. For that, just go through GFG's parking lot and all those designing, and you should be able to do it. Does CGPA matters after 2 years work X? In a lot of companies it doesn't. In a lot of companies it will not, but in a lot of companies it will again. Am I lagging or is it fine? Am I lagging, by the way? Is it fine? Let me know. Is it lagging? Oh, okay. Should I practice puzzles? Nowadays Fang doesn't ask puzzles, but then You should do a bit of puzzles, as I wrote in the 180 question set. Is Mustafa Sat seat more useful than A2OJ ladder? See, it depends. It depends. What are your intention? If you want to learn algorithms, I think Mustafa Sat seat is good. But then, see, if you just practice from anywhere, everything is fine. If you practice from anywhere, it's fine. It's the main motive should be to learn. That's it. It's not like, yeah, do this, you're done. It's not a semester exam. It's not a test that you're going to give. It's something about learning. It's something about your skills. So wherever you practice, focus on developing your skills. That is the key aspect. Mathematics for CP, where to prepare? Mathematics, again, if you want to prepare it, I think you should go through what to say, something known as Euler. You can find it in the Euler something in the hacker rank, and that's good, but then it's not required. If you do code forces, your mathematics actually increases. I never practiced externally maths, so just do code forces, your maths will increase with time. यार आप लोग बहुत, you are just throwing in the questions a lot faster. Is there any option to like tag questions? BSc students, yeah, I don't think Amazon has BSc students, I don't think so, but yeah, if you are doing an MCA, then BTech and MCA are considered equivalent. In a lot of colleges, MS, MCA and BTech people sit for the same companies. So I think you should do an MCA if you're doing BCA. That's very important. How to apply off campus? Go to careers, find the job ID, get any of the employers, ask a referral, and have yourself referred. That is way. 5 minute delay यार, मैं पहली बार लाइव स्ट्रीम कर रहा हूँ तो मुझे कोई आइडिया नहीं है. स्लो मोड ऑन कर दो. आई जस्ट चेक इट आउट कैसे स्लो मोड ऑन करते हैं यार. 1 मिनट मुझे दे दो यार. हाउ टू ऑन द स्लो मोड मैन? एनी वन है आइडिया हाउ टू ऑन द स्लो मोड? पॉप आउट चैट, पार्टिसिपेंट्स, टॉगल टाइम स्टैम्प्स, आई थिंक नहीं. मैनेज मॉडरेटर्स, सेंड फीडबैक. I don't have an option, like I don't see that I have an option. I don't have an option for slow mode, I think. Anyways, I have it better prepared when I come next time. I have 60%, 6 point. Am I screwed up? Tough for Amazon at least. And a lot of companies they don't have this 60% criteria, but then yeah, top companies do have this a bit of CGPA criteria. Yeah, cold steel, I see. It's a matter of doing 2 projects. If you do 2 projects or 1 project, it should be fine. Mechanical engineering, yes, if you are a mechanical engineer, you can see Rachit Jain, he's an electrical engineer. Because whenever you get something, right, just a minute, get me a moment. Okay. So, if you are a mechanical engineer or any field, doesn't matter, because a lot of companies do not write field. What they write is BTech or MCA, that's it. Is lead code plus GFG enough for Code Vita? I don't think you even need lead code for Code Vita. Code Vita questions will be simple enough. It will be a lot easier than those of lead code. It will be a simple prime number. If you do 1 question at Code Vita, you get an interview, and if you clear that interview, you get your job. That's it. Make video of interview experience of immediate. Yes, I will make it once I end up the Amazon internship, because it doesn't look good now. Let me end up the internship, then probably I have interviews. I have Google interviews to make. I have a interview experience of Google, I have interview experience of Microsoft, so I'll make them too. Don't worry about that. Please tell your complete journey till 6-star duration wise. Okay, this is a good question. So yeah, I don't think 6-star is that valuable, because it's kind of very weird to get on 6 stars. I don't feel 6-star is that great. It's better if you take on something like Code Forces. At their expert is lot more credible than a Code Forces 5-star. So it's better to be an expert at Code Forces rather than being a 6-star at CodeChef. Even if you want to know the journey being a tier 3 college was very tough, because when I started off, our college just had 5 people at the rank list, and at max our college people could solve 2 questions at CodeChef, and I was also not able to solve any question in my first long challenge. And eventually the best thing is you get connected to the outside world, because if you stay inside that arena in your college, because it will stay a tier 3 college, you'll not develop. To develop, you have to get friends. and this is where I made friends. I made friends who were really good. Like I have friends, I don't know if you have heard the name of Shwetank or something. So Shwetank, I have friends like Shwetank, Shoham, Ashish Gupta, Vivek Chauhan. I have all these friends, and those people are not friends from now. Those people are friends when I was at my second year, and they were not that good coders. So I have friends from that time. Got it? So it's like build friends, but don't try to build friends who are already 6-star. Try to build someone who is a 4-star and prepare with him. Probably he will be a better coder, but then you efficiently learn with them, because those guys, in those guys college, you'll find better coders, right? If they have better coders, they have better knowledge on how to have the proper pathway, and probably you'll get help after contest. If you're not able to solve it, probably they'll guide you, because they have taken the help from senior, they've understood it. Probably they will help you. Now this is how you come out of this tier 3 bundle, and you actually get to know about the outside world. So get out of that tier 3 or the lower college bundle and be friends with people. Like, and yes, do not approach friends. Like if you're at the second year, do not approach friends of third year or fourth year. If you're at a second year, approach friends who are second year only, because second years collide a lot better than second years and third years. Every college story. Again, I'm saying CP is not for interviews, it's for fun. Whenever you want to start. That's it. But if you're doing CP for interviews, please don't start. That's it. That is my personal experience. Okay, I have 6.5 CGPA. I think it's 7 CGPA. It's 7. थोड़ा आराम से यार, आराम से. How much does GFG pay per article? It pays me around $700 as of now, but I started with $300. So initially they pay 300 to 350, then it gets increasing. But I have written 400 plus articles, so that is why the amount stands at that. How many hours a day do you sleep? See my eyes, I'll get your answer. So it's around, I guess, 5 hours or 6 hours. Video on CS concepts. Yeah, I'm not good at CS concepts. What I did was knowledge gate. That's more than enough. Just do knowledge gate or any Nesto Academy, anything. GSOC, I don't have idea about GSOC, sorry. So I don't want to comment on something which I haven't experienced. CP versus software development. Yeah, good question. Good one to answer. So what happens is, if you are good at CP, if you're good at CP now, you'll find it tough to start with software development, because you think a lot like competitive programmers, having shortcuts, and that is not acceptable in software development. What in software development they want is everything to be class wise, a lot of design pattern, and you don't know, so you'll find it tough to start off with. But the logic thing, the logic aspect of software development will come immediately if you are good at CP, and that doesn't comes to people who are not at CP. A class thing will come to them, but the logic thing will only come to them. Like let's say you are coding something in the software development, and that throws a null pointer, so that thing will come immediately to you. Why? Because in CP you thought of test cases before writing the code, and the interview people didn't think of test cases. What they did was they just went through GFG and just simply got into the company. So that is why I think there's a lot of people coming online. Thank you so much for I reached a peak of 500, I guess. Thank you so much. By the way, I'll say you that a lot of people text me at LinkedIn. Yeah, see, it's not possible to reply at LinkedIn. The reason is I actually get around 50 plus texts on a day, and I manage my LinkedIn via laptop. I don't have it on phone. Why? Because it keeps on beeping. So I have removed LinkedIn from my phone and I have it on the laptop. So if you want to connect me, Instagram is the way, because that's very handy. So you can connect me over Instagram. I really do reply people over there, but only if it's a sensible question. If you are asking questions like, okay, someone donated Prak chain. Okay, I'll take your question because you used your super chat. But what did you ask? Did you ask anything? I don't think you asked anything. You can ask, you could have asked anything. Anyways, so thank you, Prarak. Yeah, so I was over there. Okay, let's take the next question. Should I ask single or multiple? See, if someone has already referred you, I don't think the other referral matters. But yeah, you can ask for multiple people. The sweet range is asking people who have 2000 to 3000 connections, because they will only reply. If you ask me for a referral, I might see the text after 5 days, because I don't use LinkedIn. You can connect me over Instagram and text me if you have a genuine question, right? Don't text me with hi hello. If you have a genuine question, ping me. Trust me, I'll reply you on the given day. But yeah, it might be at 2 o'clock in the night, but I'll reply you. Amazon intern stipend, how much? 60k, it's around 60k, and there's a tax deduction of 200 rupees. I get 59,800 rupees at my bank every month end, and additional food vouchers of around 1000. So yeah, it's around 61k. Okay, I'll take some more questions. You work at Amazon. Obviously, I work at Amazon. Yeah, how is that? What will you suggest someone with 1 year experience? What I'll suggest someone with 1 year experience. Okay, so as I get into this, I already teach people. Okay, so what the best idea is, see, if you're already at a software development role, what you should do is you should learn DSA. You should have your design skills up, because once you get into experience mode, design skills are necessary, right? So you should have your design skills up, get your DSA skills up, and after that what you need to do is get back. Now when I say get back, so that means if you are at a smaller company, get a referral and go to any give interviews at the top product based companies, and probably you'll crack it. But if, okay, I'll answer that, Mahesh. So but if you are not at a software development role, then it's better to get to a smaller company with a software development role, and then try to the better companies, top product based companies, because if you are at a non SD role or something, and you suddenly try at a better company, they will not take your resume also. So it's better to get to a smaller company and then have some experience of software development if you're an experienced guy, and then get to the top product based companies. Yeah, so someone asked me, Mahesh asked me, if you get PPO from Amazon, will you accept it? The answer lies, if I get, then I want to think about it. I haven't thought about it, to be very honest. The reason is I want to enjoy my work. I've been enjoying YouTube. I learned to make videos. I've been teaching. I enjoy that. I enjoy my work at Amazon. And as of now, media.net, yeah, it's fine. But once I get Amazon, I have to sit back with my family, probably take everyone's, because see, I want to take knowledge from everyone, but I don't want to take it as of now, because I already have an offer. So I don't want to think about this. But probably it's a 70% yes, I might take the offer, but then it's a 30% no. The reason of the no is because if I get the PPO, I will get it in Hyderabad, and media.net, it might be Bangalore. So that is one of the things that hinders me. That is the only reason. Okay, Muskan, what? कार्तिक भाई अमेजन निकलवा दे. कार्तिक त्यागी says भाई अमेजन निकलवा दे. भाई देखो यार, if you do a lot of questions, Amazon is someone who doesn't ask you question. 180 questions the set I have given you. Get to my Take You Forward channel, you'll get your projects done, get your 180 questions done, have your knowledge, then go through Amazon interview experience, around 100 interview experience. You'll get an idea that it's very easy to crack Amazon. Okay, yeah, thank you Akash. Any questions, Akash? Thank you, Akash. यार बहुत ज़्यादा क्वेश्चन आ रहे हैं. फेस टू फेस विद द या सो माय फर्स्ट फेस टू फेस इंटरव्यू वाज विद माइक्रोसॉफ्ट व्हेन आई वेंट फॉर एन इंटर्नशिप probably in Hyderabad only, and I was very nervous. That is the first time I gave the face to face interview, and I was literally shivering for the first 10 minutes. So apparently it gets down. So don't worry, once you start giving interviews now, so the only suggestion is, even if there is a small company, sit for it, because gain experience of giving interviews. That is how you will grow. And yes, I was rejected at Microsoft in my third year, and trust me, I around cried for 1 hour in outside of the Microsoft office, and the reason I was rejected was I had a 7.4 CGPA. So they rejected me, but then it's fine, it's pass and parcel. Amazon off campus कब है? Probably यार 2020 graduates के लिए तो I guess 1-2 महीने में 1-2 months में they should start hiring. यार slow mode, यार next time slow mode करूँगा. Before starting के someone give me 100. Thank you Mahesh again. Is it really possible to revise all the question which we do, like you said in your 180 plus questions video? Yeah. So according to this question, now see what happens is, यार एक बार बताओ, if you Indian cricket, कुछ भी मैं छोटा सा example लेता हूँ. Let's take an example of 10 names. So for the first time when you see those 10 names, ना, you'll not remember all the 10 names at a time. You remember once, then the next day you see, na, you take a bit lesser time. Then the next day you see, you take a bit lesser time. Less. Eventually what happens is in 30 minutes you can revise 180 questions eventually, because what happens is you are like notepad and it gets on your mind. So that is my reason. Got it? यार हिंदी में बताओ, क्वेश्चन पूछो, मैं हिंदी में बताऊंगा. यार हिंदी में क्या जानना है आपको? यार मेरे आधी क्राउड साउथ से है तो यार मैं हिंदी नहीं बोल सकता. ठीक है चलो मैं हिंदी में बात करूँगा 5 मिनट. ठीक है यार काफ़ी, मैं तो मतलब मुझे लग रहा था लाइफ नीचे जाएगी तो ऊपर जा रही है. 500 होने वाले हैं अभी. काफ़ी यार सही हो रही है यार. थक गया मैं. Mahesh, thank you. Yeah. Okay. I cannot take all the questions, but then yeah. Is there any opening for two? As of now, there is no openings. But then I am very sure that within 1 month there will be a lot of openings, because once they offer us PPOs, so a lot of people might accept it or might not. They might not find a lot of people to be fit. So when that August time will come, na, so there will be a lot of vacancies, which they will try to fill it up. So probably in August. Can freshers get referrals? I did get referral. I am from a tier 3 college. I got a referral to Amazon. I got a referral to Google. I got a referral to media.net. I got a referral to whichever company I wanted. So it's not that tough. Build your skills, yeah. So what I did was, when I had 6-star coder at Kuch, I pinged people. People didn't get me. I pinged one of my seniors and asked him for a referral. What he said me was, go and do lead code, because if you are a CP programmer, you will not be able to crack interviews. You have to do those bunch of interview questions, because that is very, very important. So I went back and I around did 300 plus lead code question. Then I got back to that guy and said, now refer me, and he referred me. So it's like, build your profile, yeah. Do questions. यार if you just go and ask यार referral दे दो, they will not give you. यार कुछ करो, do something. खेल मतलब सवाल करो यार, 250 सवाल करो तुम. इफ़ यू कम टुडे एंड योर फर्स्ट मैसेज टू मी इज, आई हैव डन 250 लीड कोड क्वेश्चन. तो मुझे अगर इंस्टाग्राम में ये पिंग करते हो या लिंक्डइन पे पिंग करते हो, मैं मैसेज को ऊपर तो देख लेता हूँ. तो इफ़ आई सी 250 क्वेश्चन किया बंदे ने, भाई बंदे के पास तो नॉलेज होगी. छाप के करोगे तो मुझे समझ में आ जाएगी कैसे. क्योंकि क्या होता है ना, हम लोग जो व्हेन वी रेफर ना, वी गो टू दैट प्रोफाइल एंड चेक आउट द सोल्यूशन. एंड हम लोग को इतनी आइडिया हो चुकी है कि यार हम लोग बहुत दिन से कोडिंग करते हैं, या कौन छाप के किया है, कौन खुद से किया है. अगर उसकी बहुत मल्टीपल सबमिशन है, TLE रॉन्ग आंसर, TLE एक्सेप्टेड, तब समझ में आता है भाई बंदे ने मेहनत की है. और बंदा जब मेहनत करता है ना भाई साहब, तो भाई पूरी दुनिया हेल्प करती है. बात मानो, मैं बता रहा हूँ, मेरी इतने लोग ने हेल्प की थी. मैं बता रहा हूँ, मेरे पास 6 मंथ्स इंटर्नशिप नहीं थी. ठीक है, मेरे पास 6 मंथ्स इंटर्नशिप नहीं थी. मैं बता रहा हूँ क्या सीन थी. मेरे पास जब 6 मंथ्स इंटर्नशिप नहीं थी, मैंने दिसंबर पे एक लिंक्डइन पे पोस्ट डाली थी कि भाई साहब मेरे पास इंटर्नशिप नहीं है, लेकिन मैंने ये किया हुआ है. मेरे पास 6-स्टार कोडर थी, मेरे पास 1800 रेटिंग थी कोड फोर्सेस पे, और मैंने 250 प्लस सवाल किए हुए थे लीड कोड पे. मैंने ये डाल दी थी लिंक्डइन पे. यू विल नॉट बिलीव, आई गॉट कॉल्स फ्रॉम 40 स्टार्टअप्स. ठीक है, स्टार्टअप से मिली, प्रोडक्ट बेस पे नहीं मिली. अमेजन के बंदे आके मुझे बोले मैं आपको रेफर करता हूँ. मेरे अमेजन में रेफरल मेरे फ्रेंड ने दे चुकी थी, बट तब भी मुझे पर्सनली पिंग कर रहे थे. और अभी भी तुम मेरे लिंक्डइन पे जाके वो पोस्ट देख सकते हो. और अराउंड 200 कमेंट थे कंपनीज़ के, और मैं सबके साथ इंटरव्यू किया. और अराउंड 2 या 3 स्टार्टअप का लास्ट राउंड था, और उसी टाइम पे मेरा अमेजन निकल गया. और जब अमेजन निकला तो मैंने फिर छोड़ दिया वो स्टार्टअप्स. तो यार इफ़ यू डू समथिंग ना, तुम एक लिंक्डइन पे पोस्ट डालोगे ना, लिंक्डइन बहुत बड़ी चीज़ होती है. लोग हेल्प करेंगे, ट्रस्ट मी, लोग हेल्प करेंगे. यार इतने क्वेश्चंस आ रहे हैं, इट्स वेरी टफ टू टेक पर्सनल क्वेश्चंस. यार ML प्रोजेक्ट्स यार कुछ भी कर सकते हो यार. एज आई सेड, प्रोजेक्ट्स कितने अच्छे हैं वो चीज़ इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, तुमको प्रोजेक्ट के बारे में कितनी नॉलेज है भाई साहब, वो चीज़ इंपॉर्टेंट है. याद रखो ये चीज़. प्रोजेक्ट कितनी बड़ी चीज़ है, अगर तुम इतनी बड़े प्रोजेक्ट कर दिए भाई साहब, तुमको नॉलेज ही नहीं है, घंटा ना इंपॉर्टेंट है वो. मेन चीज़ क्या है, जो प्रोजेक्ट कर रहे हो ना, जो टेक यूज़ कर रहे हो, जब स्टार्ट करते हो ना भाई, बोलो उसको कि मैंने रिसर्च किया, मैंने सोचा मैं ये करना चाहता हूँ, इसलिए मैंने ये प्रोजेक्ट किया. जब अपने बोलते हो ना, ऐसे बोलो कि भाई छोटी चीज़ भी बड़ी दिखे. फंडा इधर है. ऐसा नहीं है कि बड़ा सा प्रोजेक्ट कर लिया भाई वो तुमको हायर कर लेंगे. एक्सप्लेनेशन पे बहुत बड़ी पावर होती है, इतना याद रखो. मेरे पास कोई बड़ी प्रोजेक्ट थोड़ी थी यार, बट इफ़ यू आर ए गुड स्पीकर ना, पीपल विल टेक यू. When 2021 grad, so if you're looking for a 6 months internship at Amazon, probably they take their openings out at November or October. So stick to LinkedIn or stick to their jobs.amazon.com and probably you'll get your answer. Yeah, that is my answer. Oh यार मैं थक गया. Does people ask for code chef or see, अगर तुम बोल दो, if you are saying that lead code में I have 250 plus questions, if you are having, यार अगर किसी को सही में मैं थक गया, if you are having some important like lead code पे 250 300 है, तो text him. There are a lot of people who also believe in lead code. Like if you text me, what I will see is Codeforce's profile, and if you do not have, what I will see is your lead code submission history. And if I see भाई तूने 6 महीना मेहनत की है, गर्दा मेहनत की है, ट्रस्ट मी आई विल रेफर यू. बट तुम मुझे नॉर्मल मैसेज करते हो, कुछ नहीं किया, और फिर मैं तुमको ये नहीं बोलूँगा भाई जा करके, फिर मैं तुझे कभी रिप्लाई नहीं करूँगा. बस यही डिफरेंस होती है. आप अगर एक बार एक बंदे के नज़र में गिर जाते हो ना, फिर उसको रेफरल के लिए मैसेज करोगे ना, कभी अच्छा बन के भी वो तुम्हारा मैसेज नहीं दिखेगा, क्योंकि उसके दिमाग में रहेगा ये पकाता है यार, क्या रिप्लाई करे. और मैं सही बात बता रहा हूँ एज ए, क्योंकि यार मैं अभी काम कर रहा हूँ तो मुझे पता है, इसलिए मैं पूरा फैक्ट बता रहा हूँ, यही होता है. तो पूरा प्रिपेयर्ड हो यार तभी रेफरल के लिए मांगने जाओ. प्रिपेयर्ड नहीं हो तो भाई ये मत सोचो कि भाई मेरा कोई निकाल देगा रेफरल, मेरा कोई कोडिंग राउंड निकाल देगा, मैं इंटरव्यू निकाल दूंगा. भाई साहब नहीं होता ऐसे. English. Okay, getting back to English. Yeah, lot of questions. I'll drink some water. I'm gone. Yeah, I'll tell about the GFG internship too. Wait a bit, yeah. So yeah, GFG internship. I went for a GFG internship at second year, and then probably I did a lot of DS Algo articles over there. So that is when I came to know that कि भाई साहब CP के बाहर भी दुनिया होती है. There's a life outside CP, and people actually do not ask CP. People ask these questions which are already there at GFG. So that is when I came to know. So it's actually, I'm very thankful to GFG, because if GFG would not have been there, I don't think I would have been today what I am. And yeah, Sandeep sir, Harsh bhaiya, everyone is so good. And जो भी हुआ तो I learned a lot over there. And when I came back, everyone was so helpful, and they held me at every moment. Whenever I needed a referral, they held me. I needed an internship at third year because I didn't have. They can call me up. They offered me a PPO over there, and despite knowing that I might not come, then they offered me a PPO. And when I said them that I will not be joining since I got an offer, they even called me to their webinar. So it's like they have always treated me good. And when they got me that I got some other job, so they offered me this course, CP course, which I am teaching with them. And yeah, they're really good. It's a amazing journey with GFG, and it's really close to me. यार कौन सा पे स्केल जानना है बताओ, कौन सा पे स्केल जानना है धर्मेंद्र, बताइए. Solving 400 problems on GFG is good enough to mention or is equivalent to same. देखो यार, GFG's interview bits problem are from lead code, so you do anything, that's fine. But submission history, accepted, people will know you have cheated. That's the difference. What do you do at Amazon? भांगड़ा. अरे काम करता हूँ यार, आई एम सॉफ्टवेयर डेवलपमेंट इंजीनियर इंटर्न, एंड प्रोबेबली आई माइट गेट कन्वर्टेड, सो डिपेंड्स. थक गया भाई, लाइक ठोक दो यार. एवरीवन जस्ट लाइक ठोको, अभी के अभी लाइक ठोको. वो जो लाइक के बटन है उसको पूरे ही फाड़, मतलब क्या बोलते हैं, कैरीमिनाटी के उसके साथ गेम खेल लो, लेकिन लाइक के बटन टिप जानी चाहिए अभी के अभी. चलो यार, हाउ डू यूज GFG effectively? So practice section, I think a lot of people don't know about practice section of GFG. There is something known as practice.geeksforgeeks.org. Get to practice.geeksforgeeks.org, and once you get to that, right, there are company tags, so you can do problems from there. A lot of people don't know about that. Practice.geeksforgeeks.org is where the questions are sequentially stored. Is GFG course, DSA course enough? More than enough यार, बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छा है. उससे अच्छा कोर्स नहीं है इंडिया में, तो नहीं है. How to apply for ACM ICPC? So let's talk about the ACM ICPC journey. I think the leadership principles, I'll tell you that. Don't worry about that, guys. So उससे पहले यार, अगर किसी को क्वेश्चन सही में इंपॉर्टेंट, बहुत ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है, आप उसको टैग कर सकते हो इधर. तो यार, let's start off with the ACM ICPC journey. Until then, you can just pause your questions. So hear it about. So I have been to ACM ICPC thrice, and यार फर्स्ट ईयर जब गए थे तो यार कैसी थी. What happens is फर्स्ट ईयर तो हम लोग सेकेंड ईयर में थे, वी वर एट द सेकेंड ईयर, कूल. एंड देन व्हाट हैपेंस इज व्हेन वी आर एट द सेकेंड ईयर, द बेस्ट टीम फ्रॉम द कॉलेज गोस, एज सिंपल एज दैट. इफ देयर इज अ साइट नोन एज अमृतापुरी, you apply on September, and there is a contest happening. Now when in the contest there's worldwide ranks, and the worldwide ranks, it is around like 3000 sorry, not Indian rank, 3000 teams appearing. At the next level, what happens is you appear in the online contest that is from home. Okay, now you cannot cheat because the codes are matched, they have a MOS test, very hard MOS, so you cannot cheat. So a proper contest happens. Now after that, if you stand first at your college, right, and after that if you're appearing for any regionals, the regionals has a cutoff rank, they take the top 100 teams, and after that if you are in the top 100 teams of that regional which appears, and after that, if you are the top team at your college, you go through that regional, and in the regional, all the teams, 100 teams come in and you perform, and from there 3 teams or 4 teams go to world finals. So this is it. Now previously Amritapuri only took the top team, but now it's not like that. If you're from the college top, you're not guaranteed a spot. You have to be good in Indian rank. It's like you have to be around top 300 or 400 in India, top 300 or 400 in India, to as a team wise out of 300 3500 teams to get through. Okay, हिंदी यार, मैथ्स क्वेश्चन इन कोड फोर्सेस, मैथ्स टैग लगा दो, आ जाएगी। भाई अमेजन में क्या प्रोजेक्ट कर रहे हो? हाँ भाई सुन लीजिए, अमेजन में मैं क्या प्रोजेक्ट कर रहा हूँ। आई एम करेंटली वर्क, आई हैव डन 2 प्रोजेक्ट्स, आई एम करेंटली राइटिंग एन API, and I'm building a automated app or a website which automatically parses a Excel file and updates. I cannot give inner details, but this is, I'm building kind of a website or app or a UI, you can say, which calls 3 or 4 APIs at the back end, and I'm writing those APIs, and I'm also developing the UI. So it's basically back end plus front end, the full stack I'm preparing, right? That is my. How much time you took? Yeah, so my Amazon, I'll share my Amazon internship experience too if you haven't watched my video. So in the Amazon, what happened was I applied for Amazon around November 15, okay, and I didn't get any calls, and the semester started at December 4. So the semester exam was going on, and suddenly at December 14 I get the mail from Amazon that December 16 is the last date to appear for the coding test, and I have 2 days to appear for the coding test. So semesters तो पता ही है यार, इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज में यार बंदे तो सोते नहीं हैं, अपन तो सोते नहीं है, कोई भी नहीं सोता यार, लास्ट दिन पूरे पढ़ते हैं रात में। तो भाई मैंने रात भर सोया नहीं, सेमेस्टर का एग्ज़ाम दिया, नेक्स्ट डे आई गेट बैक एंड गिव माई ऑनलाइन कोडिंग राउंड। फॉर्चुनेटली आई वॉज एबल टू डू ऑल द क्वेश्चंस, एंड यार नेक्स्ट दिन अराउंड 18th को आई गेट अ मेल कि इंटरव्यू है, राइट, एंड द इंटरव्यू वॉज ऑन 21st एंड मेरा सेमेस्टर एग्जाम 20th को ख़त्म हो रहा था दिन के 1 बजे। सो एंड द इंटर्नशिप इंटरव्यू वॉज एट हैदराबाद एंड नो reimbursement was given. So I decided that I should go, and I read at Jalpaiguri Government Engineering College, whose nearest airport is a military base airport. So the airport gets closed at 5 o'clock in the evening. So the last flight that was getting takeoff was at 6 o'clock for Hyderabad, and to reach airport I take around 4 hours from my college. So I left my semester exam like 1 hour before, and I wrote half paper and I just went, and eventually it was the flight was via Delhi, and it was winter's time, and Delhi was so foggy that the flight got delayed, and I was awake all the entire night. And after that my flight took off from Delhi at around 5 o'clock in the morning, and I landed at Hyderabad at 8 o'clock, and I rushed to the interview, and I didn't brush, I didn't got freshen up, I was 2 nights awake, and I just went and I saw 300 people, and I thought यार अपन का तो नहीं होने वाला, and I thought nah, it's gone over. So at the next step I was fortunate. So at the first round they had 1 question or 2 question, yeah, 1 question था शायद, मुझे याद भी नहीं. After that 300 got reduced to 30, then 30 got reduced to 12. So this was the round. CGPA matters bro, CGPA matters, minimum of 7. If a second BCA student is good, no सर BCA स्टूडेंट्स वो एलिजिबिलिटी में BCA ही नहीं है यार, तुम कहाँ से पेयर करोगे? लाइक नहीं ठोको तो लाइक ठोको, अगर लाइक नहीं ठोको तो लाइक ठोको अभी कभी. Again, I'm really thankful to all the subscribers and everyone. Thank you so much. हिंदी में वीडियो बनाया करो यार, मैं हिंदी में वीडियो बना दूँ, लेकिन मेरी जो आप एक चीज़ समझो, अगर मैं हिंदी में वीडियो बनाया, दिक्कत क्या है आपको समझना पड़ेगा. मेरी जो मोटिव है ना, मेरी मोटिव पैसे कमाने नहीं है. मैं बताऊंगा मेरी यूट्यूब से कितनी अर्निंग आती है, फिर आप समझ जाओगे. यार मेरी जो मोटिव है ना, वो द मेन मोटिव है यार टायर 3 कॉलेजेस या फिर वो कॉलेजेस जहाँ कंपनीज नहीं आते, जिनके पास सीनियर्स नहीं है. मेरी मेन मोटिव है कि भाई साहब मैं उनको बताऊं कि भाई तुम टायर 3 को फ़र्क नहीं पड़ता, तुम इंडिया के बेस्ट कंपनी में जा सकते हो. मेरी ये मोटिव है और कुछ नहीं है. और ये जब मोटिव रहती है ना, और मैं चाहता हूँ भाई कनेक्ट करो, और आपको यार इंटरव्यू इंग्लिश में देनी है, अगर मैं हिंदी में ही बोलता हूँ तो यार आप कैसे ग्रास्प करोगे? आप अगर इंग्लिश ग्रास्प करते हो तभी ना आप इंटरव्यू में इंग्लिश में बोल पाओगे. इंटरव्यू में आप हिंदी में बोलोगे तो आप कैसे बड़े कंपनीज क्रैक करोगे, आप बताओ. और यार साउथ की भी पब्लिक होती है, कुछ पब्लिक होती है जिनको हिंदी है, समझ रहे हो ना चीज़. तो इसलिए यार आप अगर इंग्लिश सुनते हो ना तो आपकी भी इंग्लिश थोड़ी इंप्रूव होती है, जिससे आपकी इंटरव्यूज़ यार अच्छी जाती है. समझने की कोशिश करो यार. अच्छे क्वेश्चन लो, अच्छे क्वेश्चन लो. अब थोड़ा सा रिपीट हो रहा है क्वेश्चन. आई एम एन एथिकल हैकर, विल Amazon हायर मी? If there is an ethical hacker opening role, they will hire you. Go to jobs.amazon.com and check out if there is. 536 watching. A lot. Come on, guys. Opening for 2019 pass out. Yeah, there is a lot of openings. You can get to jobs.amazon.com and check out. And if you're good enough, you can get back to me. Right? And I'll be very honest with that. And yeah, I'll tell you guys about my YouTube earning. So till now, I've uploaded 55 videos. Okay, and my YouTube earning for the first month was 5,000 rupees, which YouTube deducted and made it 1,500 rupees. I don't know why. So just imagine, I prepare videos for the entire month and I get 1,500. So I'm not doing it for money. Even if you have 1 million views, the amount that you get is 20,000. Even if you have 1 million views on your video, the amount you get is 20,000. So the previous video that racked up 10,000 views, that is the guide to CP, had 500 rupees. So you can calculate. Now imagine, I'm preparing a video for 3 days and getting 500 rupees. So I'm not doing it for money. Because of 500 rupees, मैं तो ऐसे ही आर्टिकल एक लिख दूंगा, जीएफजी मुझे 700 रुपये जीएफजी ऐसे दे देगी. और मैं एक सीपी कोर्स पढ़ाता हूँ, तो मुझे दिन के एक मैं क्लास पढ़ाता हूँ ना, मैं बता रहा हूँ मैं क्लास पढ़ाता हूँ ना जीएफजी, मतलब जीएफजी का एक बैच लेता हूँ ना, तो मुझे इसकी 10 गुना मिलती है एक क्लास की. तो यार मेन मोटिव समझ रहे हो ना क्या है भाई. पैसे वो चीज़ नहीं है यार. आप जब एक नीचे जगह से आते हो ना यार, आप दूसरों की हेल्प करना चाहते हो. जब आप आईआईटी से होते हो, एनआईटी से होते हो, आपको नहीं समझ में आता कि यार कितना टफ होता है. आप जब टायर 3 कॉलेज से, यार इट्स वेरी टफ, ट्रस्ट मी. लाइक मुझे पता है यार कितनी टफ है. लाइक इट्स ए हेल टफर जर्नी देन व्हाट इट लुक्स लाइक फॉर पीपल. मैं जब अमेजन गया था, उनको लगा यार आ गया, और जो जर्नी हम लोग करते हैं ना यार, जो करते हैं ना वो काफ़ी टफ होती है. तो यार इसीलिए यार क्या ही फ़र्क पड़ता है, ले लो यूट्यूब की अर्निंग, डीमोनेटाइज कर दो. मैं तो मोनेटाइज भी इसलिए किया हूँ. द रीज़न आई मोनेटाइज्ड इज़, अगर एड्स ज़्यादा आते हैं तो रीच बढ़ती है चैनल की. अगर आप एड्स आप आने देते हो तो रीच बढ़ती है चैनल की. और जो दूसरी चीज़ है, इक्विपमेंट्स वगैरह, यार मैं खुद के पैसे इन्वेस्ट नहीं करता. मैं चाहता हूँ यार यूट्यूब के पैसे से मैं इक्विपमेंट्स वगैरह लूँ. कैमरा स्टैंड हो गया, कैमरा भी लिया, या फिर मिक ले रहा हूँ, तो बस वही चीज़ है. या फिर एडिटिंग सॉफ्टवेयर ले लिया, बस वही फंडा है. अरे अब ना क्वेश्चन रिपीट हो रही है. आप किसी को स्पेशली क्वेश्चन पूछना तो यार पूछ लो. अरे अब मैं थक गया. ठीक है यार, आई विल टेक क्वेश्चंस प्रोबेबली 1 hour. कोडिंग ब्लॉक्स एल्गो कोर्स, I haven't tried it, so I'll not comment. See, I've worked with GFG for 3 years, and I trust me, it's one of the best. Internship at GFG, I've already said it. Sites for learning DS algos, GFG. What will be placement scenario after lockdown? Yeah, probably I don't think it will get deteriorated that much for normal companies. But then for 2021 batch, it is going to be tough. Let's say TCS, Infosys, CTS, everyone is having a hiring pledge that they will take in 2020 whom they have offered. So what will eventually happen is at 2020 ko they will get enrolled, but it will happen in January, February mostly. So eventually what will happen is the number that they hire for the 2021 batch will get down. So 2020 will not get that much affected. Yeah, might happen they get their joining late, or it might happen some of them, but not as an entire. But 2021 is going to have a tough time. So you have to prepare yourself. Yeah, I'm really feeling bad, but then you are going to have a tough time, and that is the truth. Amazon pay scale, sir, I was asking यार कितना बार बताऊँ यार, Amazon की यार 60 होती है यार, 60. Can your college is government, so how it's come under tier 3? Okay, so tier 3 colleges. So what is a tier 3 college? Now it depends on your infrastructure, it depends on your companies that visit, and a lot depends on your college ranking. So my college is C grade rank, right, in India. So when it is graded that, and the only company that visits our college is CTS, and it's pays around 4 lakh. So you can understand why tier 3. Yeah, we have our CSS. I haven't seen it, so I'll not comment. GFG backend Java course. Yeah, it is taken by one of the ex Adobe guy. I guess Sashi sir takes it, and he's good enough. So you can try that out. Does startup like to hire people in CP than development? Nahi yaar, it's not. Startups focus on people who have a development skill rather than CP. Startups will prefer is development guy, and it's all about the interview. Yaar, whatever you have in your resume matters only if you are to give an interview. Once you are into the interview, doesn't matter, resume doesn't matter, what you have done doesn't matter. What matters is bhai how you perform at the interview. Once you are at the resume is just for getting shortlisted, that's it. Tips for 2021 students: get your resume as good as you can because the competition is going to be very very tough. CTS इंटरव्यू एक्सपीरियंस, आई हैवंट सेट फॉर CTS. वो कॉलेज वाले यार मार रहे थे, बोले यार तू बैठेगा जॉब तो करेगा नहीं, तो कॉलेज वालों ने बैठने तो नहीं दिया यार, मतलब मेरे फ्रेंड्स ने. इज इंटर्नशिप मैंडेटरी? यार इंटर्नशिप I had actually, if you see, one of the girl went viral on LinkedIn. She didn't have any internship, so it's not that mandatory. If you have good projects, it covers up. So make projects if you do not have internships. Make good projects and say that I'm from a tier 3 college, so I didn't have anyone to hire me. So what I did was, in that 2 months, I prepared projects equivalent to what people did at internship. Prepare good projects. That's it. If you do not have an internship, if you have an internship, so at internship you'll prepare a project. So that works fine. Lead code premium is necessary. See, I had a lead code premium for 3 months when I was preparing for my Google interview. So यार उतना यूजफुल नहीं है. Leadership principle, yeah, in Amazon leadership principle matters a lot. Now whenever you write a code, you have to think on the basis of customers, so they actually judge you on it. It should not be like yaar the code will run for 10 people. When you write a code, you have to think of 1 crore or 1 billion people when you're writing a code. So that is where the customer centric comes in. Customer is the priority. Just I'll give you an example. I was working on a project currently, right, on my intern project, and one of the code broke out. So SDs were busy, so they gave that breaking code to me to fix it up. Why? Because customer is important. We are not important because Amazon is run by customer. How to get motivated while coding? यार motivated का क्या सीन है, मैं बता रहा हूँ यार. मेरे जो in my hostel I had this posters. मैं जब सुबह उठता था posters पढ़ता था, तो I got motivated in that way. And have friends if they do well ना, वो जलन से एक होती है गंदी जलन, एक होती है अच्छी जलन. अच्छी जलन से ना आप बहुत मोटिवेटेड होते हो, गंदी जलन से आप गिरते नीचे हो, याद रखना. अच्छी जलन मतलब वो बंदा अच्छा कर रहा है ना, अब उससे ठीक है आप जलो मत, उस सेंस में जलो कि भाई ये अच्छा करे तो मैं भी करूँगा, मैं इसकी हेल्प लेके करूँगा, लेकिन मैं भी अच्छा बनूंगा. क्यों? मेरा फ्रेंड है, ये अच्छा करता तो ये मुझे भी हेल्प करेगा, मैं अच्छा बनूंगा. बस ये वाली चीज़ रखोगे ना तो बहुत अच्छी होगी. भाई साहब मैं थक गया. भाई तुम लोग कम कितने जन आने वाले यार? 543 अभी भी घट नहीं रहे हो. इतने तो मैं GFG में वेबिनार करता हूँ, उनके 2 लाख सब्सक्राइबर्स है, तब भी 200 जन देखने आते हैं. तो मेरे चैनल में ज़्यादा आ गए. अब मैं थोड़ा अगर क्वेश्चन दिख नहीं रहा, क्वेश्चन सही में बता रहा हूँ, दिख नहीं रहा. इट्स गेटिंग ऑन लाइक, अब मुझे नहीं पता स्लो मोड कैसे ऑन करना है. Yeah, 180 questions is more than enough. Now 180 questions will give you a lot of concept. Trust me, first do 180 questions and then read interview experience. If you're not able to solve it, come and give me a slang, okay? For 4 years of professional experience, I want to get into Microsoft. So should I focus now on DSL or design skills? Design skills. Focus on your design skills. That is what I will say, and probably appear for SD too. That is not SD, that is software engineer. So appear for the software engineer role. 2022 प्लेसमेंट तब तक ठीक हो जाएगी यार. BSc ना, आफ्टर BSc डू MCA, आफ्टर BSc डू MCA, ठीक है. हाउ वाज द गूगल इंटरव्यू? यार गूगल इंटरव्यू यार क्या बोले, इट्स लाइक आई वेंट फॉर गूगल इंटरव्यू, आई हैड एवरी राउंड, राइट, आई हैड एवरी राउंड, आई वेंट टिल द लास्ट राउंड, आई वॉज इन द हायरिंग कमिटी एंड ये कोरोना आई, हायरिंग फ्रीज्ड. द रिक्रूटर कॉल्ड मी एंड सेड कि हायरिंग हैज बीन फ्रीज टिल December as of now. So what do you want? Do you want to stick around till December to get the notice? And if you are rejected at December, there will be a 6 months gap. So I said यार अभी रिजेक्ट, तो यार मुझे रिजेक्शन की भी मेल नहीं आई, बस मैनुअली उन्होंने हायरिंग कमेटी से मेरा ये हटा दिया. चार्जर ऑन, I'll have the charger on because the charge खत्म हो गई. I'll have the charger on. Can you hear me, by the way? मेरा आवाज़, is my voice getting good? Is my voice okay? Is my voice okay to everyone? Is my voice okay to everyone? I'll try to fix this up. Audible? Okay. यार let me fix this first because यार ये फिक्स नहीं हो रही है. चार्जर तो लगा दी मैंने, फिक्स कैसे होगी? तो मैं फिक्स करता हूँ इसको. तब तक शायद कुछ लोग भी कम हो जाएंगे. काफ़ी लोग आ गए अभी तो 525. अब मुझे क्वेश्चन सही में बता रहा हूँ, काफ़ी लोग आ चुके हैं, मुझे क्वेश्चंस नहीं दिख रही है. Coding blocks interview Java course. No idea. I'll not comment on something which I don't have idea. Again, I'll not comment on coding blocks. I don't have idea. Why should I comment on something which I haven't experienced? Because that will be really not good for the company, right? Any of the companies. 180 questions. मेरे चैनल पे जाओ, जो पहली वीडियो होगी 30 days पे जाओ, उधर मिल जाएगी. How to apply off campus for internship? Jobs.amazon.com, jobs career site of any company, and then simply take the job ID, ask for a referral, or you can apply on yourself. Coordination interview experience. I have a video uploaded. You can get to my video section. I have a guy from coordination who shared his interview experience. You can just look that out. I have a target to do MS in Germany. Yeah, projects are important. If you have a target to do MS, projects are important. Along with CP ratings matter. If you have a good CP rating, they will take you in. And once you have a good CP rating and you get to MS, once you have a good CP rating and you get to MS, there's a lot of value of CP people at outside. You'll be easily able to. Does Fang ask Fen Victory? No, yeah, Fang doesn't ask Fen Victory. It's a very simple, it's a very advanced data structure. यार इतनी क्वेश्चंस आ रहे हैं यार, मैं बहुत थक गया यार. So yeah, I'll be for the last 10 minutes last day मेरा, ठीक है. Do you have any plans to host contests? No यार, I'm really busy with my stuff at Amazon and other stuffs at YouTube. Strategy for 2021 pass outs. The strategy should be yaar, focus on your building your resume. Get one chance, crack it. Don't be like 5 chances I'll get. Get one chance, crack it. That's it. DSLI projects in corporate. Very rare. Are you attended Scale Academy? माफ़ करो, गलती होगी. नहीं माने क्या, I don't have any plans. Computer programming or other stuff like web development. How to meet people from good college? LinkedIn, Code Forces. But then good people doesn't mean that he will already be an expert. Good people means he might be a people, but you see potential in him. You see he's doing well, he's improving. Then meet him. Don't get and meet a candidate master. He'll not reply you. Have someone at your level and then get up together. That's it. Amazon SD1 salary, it's around 29 CTC, and the enhanced salary should be around 1,05,000 per month. Is interview bit worth doing? Lead code is better. Interview bit yaar bahut kam questions hai. And they don't have test cases, they don't have edge test cases, so don't do interview bit. They don't have edge test cases. Lead code has a lot of edge test cases and they show the test cases. In an interview, if your solution fails, they show this much test case. How will I know? How to crack diffs to practice? Do a 2OJ ladder. Just do a 2OJ ladder as much as you can. Frank, ask managers. Yes, they might ask. But probably Rabin Carp and KMP algorithm works fine. What after 180 questions? Solve them at lead code. 180 questions is a lot. Just do that. And then go through interview experiences of company you are appearing for. That should be more than enough. Lead code versus code forces versus coach. Code forces code chef is for fun. It's for sports competitive programming. It's for sports competitive programming, guys. Realize the difference. Your college journey. I had a lot of friends. And they were really good. And yeah, it was really good. But I'm a bit sad that I didn't have the last 6 months. DSA यार बहुत है, लेकिन यार एक प्रोजेक्ट ज़रूरी है. हाउ टू राइट आर्टिकल्स ऑन GFG. यार मैंने एक वीडियो बनाया, उसमें बताया है, देख लेना. हाउ डिड आई बॉट मैकबुक, उसमें लॉजिक बिल्डिंग फॉर डायनामिक प्रोग्रामिंग मेरे 10 प्रोग्राम है, उसमें देख लो यार, काफ़ी है. How you cope up with work at Amazon and other work? Check out, cope up. Do you have any plans of MS in future? I don't want to leave India. Thank you, Bhaiya. You are doing best for us. I think your love is more than anything. Civil people hired by FANG. Yeah, civil engineers are hired, but then yeah, not every company does. Google doesn't sees your background. It's just BTech. It's just BTech or MCA or MTech. That's it. अरे यार, preparation is enough for I'm okay in coding. Yeah. In which semester you started coding? It was around first year last when I was entering second year I started coding. But then I started coding in serious way at second year fourth semester. बता दो यार, क्वेश्चन ही नहीं दिख रहा यार, किसी का क्वेश्चन दिख ही नहीं रहा मुझे, इतने सारे आप दे जा रहे। मैंने स्लो मोड भी पता नहीं कैसे ऑन करते इसमें, हम दी फर्स्ट टाइम मैंने लाइव सेशन कर रहे हैं, मुझे कुछ आइडिया नहीं है स्लो मोड की, सॉरी यार। अरे यार आप लोग, आर यू फ्रॉम अ टॉप बीटेक कॉलेज? आई एम फ्रॉम अ कॉलेज नोन एज जलपाईगुड़ी गवर्नमेंट इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज, which is not a top college. But then I know that at least people know about this college now. I'm proud that people know about this college. The college name is Jalpaiguri Government Engineering College, and people know it. What do you do in fun time? I don't have fun time as of now, but then I watch Netflix. I watch a lot of Netflix. Like मेरे पास I've seen almost every series in Netflix, Amazon Prime. मैं रात को यार 2-3 घंटे हर दिन सीरीज या कुछ देखते रहता हूँ. That is my fun time. थोड़ा सा कुछ अच्छा भी क्वेश्चन पूछ लो, साहब पढ़ाई के लिए पूछेंगे क्या? अरे यार मैं कितना बार बोल दिया, 180 क्वेश्चंस काफ़ी है यार, बहुत काफ़ी है। कॉन्सेप्ट लो यार, कॉन्सेप्ट लो यार, समझो क्वेश्चंस कैसे सॉल्व हो रहे हैं। इफ यू एबल टू डू दिस यू शुड बी गुड एनफ। अबाउट योर जीएफ, ये पब्लिक प्लेटफॉर्म है, सोशल मीडिया, इधर नहीं बताते ये सब चीज़। एनीवेज, if you have any doubt, serious doubt, the Instagram profile is in the comment. That is striver_79 is my Instagram profile. You can send me a connection request and you can drop me a text. I mostly reply at Instagram during the night hours when I get to sleep. I do reply, so you can get to my Instagram and follow me. I'll reply there if it's a genuine question. It should not be like यार भैया 180 questions, same questions मत repeat करना, या फिर रेफरल चाहिए, या फिर प्रॉपरली प्रिपेयर्ड और गाइड वाली चाहिए। ये मत बोलना भैया मेरा मेंटर बन जाए, वो टफ होती है, ठीक है। कौन से स्कूल से हो यार? मैं कैलकाटा पब्लिक स्कूल से हूँ, एयरपोर्ट के पास। चलो, अमेजन पीआईपी कल्चर, ये क्या होती है पीआईपी? एनी स्टार्टअप प्लान्स? नो, आई डोंट वांट टू टेक एनी रिस्क. आई वांट टू लीव. आई एम कंफर्टेबल विथ माई सैलरी व्हाट आई एम गेटिंग. I never expected this much to earn, but then I'm comfortable enough. So no startup plans. Even if I get to 10 or 1 million subscribers, then also I'm not going to any startup. मनी हाइस्ट सीजन 5 कब आ रहा है? भाई साहब मनी हाइस्ट का डायरेक्टर थोड़ी हूँ, लेकिन मैंने मनी हाइस्ट का 4 सीजन देखा यार, बहुत तगड़ा है। वन ऑफ माई फेवरेट वेब सीरीज। या फ्रॉम सेम प्लेस या है सुप्रतिम। चलो आप थोड़ा सा अपने सब्सक्राइबर्स को जान लेते हैं, अब क्वेश्चन हटाते हैं। इंस्टा पर रिक्वेस्ट एक्सेप्ट नहीं है अब तक। अरे यार अभी बात कर रहा हूँ, इंस्टा पर रिक्वेस्ट कैसे एक्सेप्ट करूँगा? बात कर ले दो फिर रिक्वेस्ट एक्सेप्ट करूँ। रात को कर दूँगा सबका रिक्वेस्ट एक्सेप्ट। भैया डीएम्स में भर मत देना, सेंसिबल क्वेश्चन कभी टाइम लेके पूछना। In which year I should apply for Amazon internship? They only hire third year for 2 months, and that is also from IITs. For fourth year 6 months they have across India. So if you are from a tier 3, you should focus on that 6 months internship. How did you like Dark from Netflix? यार डार्क देखने का मन है लेकिन टाइम नहीं मिल रहा है, तो अभी यार प्रोजेक्ट पे काम कर रहा हूँ। अभी आप लोग से बात करके मैं 1 बजे से शुरू करूँगा प्रोजेक्ट की काम, और 5 बजे तक करके सोऊंगा। तो व्हाट कोर्सेज हैव यू डन? यार मैंने कोर्सेज से कुछ नहीं सीखा है, सिर्फ प्रोजेक्ट बनाया बस। यूज़र नेम स्ट्राइवर, पता नहीं, मुझे भी नहीं पता मैं कैसे आया, बस बना दिया। 79 तो मेरा बर्थ डेट है, 7 सितंबर, तो उस वजह से 79 है। स्ट्राइवर पता नहीं है क्यों बनाया, क्यों पता है, ड्यूरिंग सेकेंड ईयर I was really struggling, so I thought I will strive hard, so I thought striver, that's it, no motive. Check my DM on Insta, I'll check out. As of now अभी तक जितने ने मैसेज किया मैंने रिप्लाई किया है, डोंट वरी। अरे भाई ये तो इंस्टाग्राम में भर गया यार, 100 रिक्वेस्ट आ गए अभी। Where is that 180 question, Rakesh? What you need to do is, Get on to Take You Forward's homepage, and the 30 days dream question you'll find, 30 days dream video you'll find, you'll get it, okay? Work life balance of Tower Research. It's not that great, yeah. They work a lot, they work a lot. Amazon, best work life balance. I When I was at Amazon, I used to get to the office at 11 o'clock, came back at around 6 or 7, and a lot of days I came back at 10 o'clock at the night. But when I came back at 10 o'clock at the night, from 6 to 10 I used to play pool, cricket, table tennis, PS4. I used to play a lot of stuffs over there, and for 3 to 4 hours. पायरेटेड कोर्स गुड और बैड? या पायरेटेड कोर्स में ना आधी वीडियो होती नहीं है, तो तुम लोग चू बन जाते हो. Where do you stay in Hyderabad? If you know Hyderabad's Amazon office, the new one, which is the biggest one in the world, 5 minutes walking distance from there. How to maintain CGPA and CP? CGPA सेमेस्टर के लिए तो पहली वाली रात पढ़ो, प्रीवियस राइट, और उसके लिए पूरा पढ़ो. हो गया क्या? 12:15 पे मैं शट डाउन कर दूंगा, ठीक है? तो किसी को अगर क्वेश्चन इंपॉर्टेंट पूछना है वो आप कर सकते हो इधर. मुझे क्वेश्चन दिख नहीं रहे वैसे. अब मैं बंद कर रहा हूँ. 12:15 लास्ट है भाई, बहुत हो गया. 12:15 इज माई लास्ट, ओके यार. सेम क्वेश्चन मैं नहीं देने वाला. ओके, दिस इज गुड. Let me take questions. Last question. 12:15 will be my closing time. How did you conquer DS and Algo? I did a lot of lead code problems. That's it. That is how I conquered it. How it feels when I'm working at Amazon. यार मैं जिस एरिया में रहता हूँ, अगर मैं ये टी शर्ट पहन के घूमता हूँ ना, लोग सोचते हैं कस्टमर सर्विस पे काम करता है. मतलब इट्स वेरी टफ क्योंकि इफ़ यू आर इन द इंजीनियरिंग फील्ड यू गेट टू नो कि सैलरी की कितनी बेसिस होती है. बट इफ़ यू आर नॉट इन इंजीनियरिंग वर्ल्ड ना, एंड इन द नॉर्मल लोकलाइज वर्ल्ड, गेट टू दी लोकल गाइज, ट्रैवल इन अ बस, और दे विल थिंक विद दिस टी शर्ट यार कस्टमर केयर. असुर देख ले यार मैं फिर से बता रहा हूँ, कोड फोर्सेस की रेटिंग इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है. वॉट इज इंपॉर्टेंट इज हाउ यू परफॉर्म इन इंटरव्यूज. फॉर दैट यू हैव टू डू लीड कोड, एड कोड और DP series. Yeah, more than enough to learn DP. Should I prepare for GSOC? If you are interested, if you are more motivated about that, it's all about passion. If you have a passion for GSOC, if you have a passion for open source, I think you should. What have you done besides CP during your college? क्रिकेट, और तो कुछ नहीं. क्रिकेट, अड्डा, बस. When did you start computer programming? Second year. लास्ट ईयर 5 minutes लास्ट ईयर. और कोई कुछ नहीं गया अभी. लग रहा है ना बहुत जन बाहर के लोग आए हैं. मतलब what happens is when you go on live, it recommends to a lot of people, and a lot of people come to watch you. So I think there are a lot of people who are new. What project do you work in Amazon? I've already told that. It's a project which I use Java, Spring, and others, DynamoDB, API gateways and all. My favorite food क्या है तुम्हारा? यार मम्मी का हाथ का खाना यार, कुछ भी बना दे खा लेता हूँ. How long it took? It took me around 2 years to get on to that. Good resume without CP? Yes, possible. Yes, possible. Why not possible? Good projects. Win hackathons. Make some serious thing, good thing in your college. Have your college website developed. Such a good thing. You can stand out by various chances. Win a hackathon, yaar. It's such a, even go out, have second or third. फिर कॉलेज के लिए कुछ बनाया, एग्जामिनेशन की बना लो, एग्जामिनेशन रिजल्ट की कुछ बना लो, कुछ भी अटेंडेंस की कुछ बना लो, कुछ भी कॉलेज के लिए कर लो. बहुत बड़ी चीज़ होती है कॉलेज के लिए कुछ भी करना, और वो बहुत स्टैंड आउट करती है. लीड कोड पे 250 सवाल करके लिख दो, सॉल्व 250 प्रॉब्लम्स. What language? 80% of Amazon uses Java, Spring, and 10% Ruby, and then Python, rest all, Django and all. How to move from service based to product based? So if you have already worked on service based for a lot of year, the question, you want to get to a smaller product base and then try to get to a bigger product base. That is the only way. I will share my resume. But there's a lot of stuff which I actually cannot share. Like in my resume I have my projects link. So what happens is when I shared once in the LinkedIn, a lot of people went into that link and destroyed that project because I had something as manual login and then adding up. So they added up nonsense stuffs and I had to clean that up. So I don't want to do that stuff. So I'll share my resume. I have the phone number, I have my email ID, so I don't want to share it. So I'll black it out and I'll make a video on how to prepare a good resume. Okay. I'll make a video how to prepare a good resume if you're good at computer programming, and how to make a resume if you're not good at computer programming. I'll make 2 versions. Okay. टीम पार्टी से बवाल होती है, 5 स्टार होटल, सीधा 5 स्टार होटल में खाते हैं हम लोग, बहुत सही होते हैं. अभी तो कोरोना आ गई तो हम लोग आ गए, वरना यार when I went to Amazon 1 month 15 days I had a stay at 5 star, cab pickup, drop, everything from 5 star. Last 3 minutes guys, last 3 minutes. System design is important if you're an experienced guy or if you're appearing for coordination. Apart from that, freshers do not get asked on these. यार हिंदी आती है यार, आपको समझनी पड़ेगी ना. मेरी आधी क्राउड साउथ से है, क्राउड तो साउथ से भी होती है ना, उनको हिंदी नहीं आती है. मैं क्या करूँ इनकी बात, आप बताओ. Code Forces A level is enough to clear Code Vita round 1. Code Vita round 1, solve one question and you get the interview. In the interview, perform well, you get the job. As simple as that. One question in 6 hours. किसी हेल्प ले लेना, बोलना मत किसी को हेल्प लिया. कोड चेंज कर देना, प्लेगरिज्म आ जाएगी. कैंपस एम्बेसडर मत बनो, कैंपस एम्बेसडर भाई बहुत बकवास चीज़ होती है भाई. 5 बजे तक जगोगे, इतना ज़्यादा काम की वर्किंग रात में रहते हैं यार. मैं एक्चुअली थोड़ा दिन में सोता हूँ यार. मैं मीटिंग्स हो जाती है मेरी 3 बजे तक, फिर मैं 3 से 7 थोड़ा सो जाता हूँ. मैं रात को काम करता हूँ, शांति रहती है, काफ़ी शांति रहती है, तो मैं रात को काम करना पसंद करता हूँ. क्योंकि रात को मैं CP भी करता था, तो मुझे रात को बहुत बहुत पसंद है काम करना यार. दिन में यार बाइक की आवाज़, इसकी आवाज़, केला ले लो, आम ले लो, सब नहीं सुहाता. Yeah, Amazon's work-life balance is so good. See, I'm able to do YouTube, I'm able to teach, I also even to work at Amazon. So how can you say work-life balance is not good? I sleep for 5 hours, yeah. I sleep for 5 hours. Why you didn't apply to Microsoft again? Yeah, Microsoft doesn't have software engineers. Yeah, they have for internship from all over India, but they do not have for software engineers. And any day I'll prefer Amazon over Microsoft. So one of the other reasons. Okay, so the last minute I'll take 2 more questions. 2 more. Living in Golidodi? No, not in Golidodi. I live in Nanakram Goda. Last question. I save this life. Me save yaar. Okay guys, so what do you mean by good rating in CF? Now if you are around 1700, people take it that you can clear interviews if you have done lead code. If you are 1300, 1400, 1500, people have to see that you have done a lot of lead code. That is the difference. Okay guys, so that's it. If you have any other questions, sensible questions, I say sensible questions, then I'll reply to Insta. Get on to my Insta, follow, I'll reply over there. Okay, so guys, I'm done. Thank you so much for the subscribers, and probably I'll do the next Q&A when we reach 20k. Okay, till then you can share the channel in your college and everything. Thank you again. Bye bye.